I don't see. Let me see. Oh, there it is. I was about to say I don't see what I need. Let's see what we got up in here. Got him. Got him.
Like my life doesn't care that I be tired.
I think you don't care that you.
I think that's specifically more the reason.
I really don't think you be caring.
Okay, we're gonna have to do two-step verification in November for all monetizing accounts on YouTube.
Yeah, they be trying to get me to do it all the time. They're like, "Come on, protect your account.
There's
Protect it." Because we make money when you make money. Two-step verification.
Man, I thought I was gonna be making some money with
Instagram.
no, with TikTok. Boy, when I tell you the amount of stuff you have to, the amount of videos you have to make, the amount of views you have to make a couple $100.
It's like YouTube?
It's more. You have to do millions and millions and millions of views.
Which is
And
interesting
you
because
might only get a couple $100 if that. And I don't even be doing numbers.
they
Like
just
that.
implemented their promoting system too.
Wait, what now?
Did I get an eyelash one on the first try? Is the Lord has risen today? People from every nation.
That was one of the first songs I learned how to play on the keyboard. So easy. Key of E.
Worship. That is my song. Hallelujah. Just saying, yelling hallelujah. It's great. For who you are.
We worship your
We get to, you are good.
All the time.
All the time. You are good. You are good. All the time. And all the time. You are good. You are good. Go! All the time. You are good.
78868.
Angel was itching to go up there. I could see it.
No, kicked over everything.
I think you should have.
All the time. She wouldn't like calm down. We worship you. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. We worship who you
I might have to do this when I get home. Or later today.
are. You are good.
All right.
Let's do it. Clear off some of this mess. Clean it up. Clean it up. Is the link already out, Joshua?
Yes, ma'am.
You emailed it to
Yes, ma'am.
So sorry I missed it. Let me get on top. There it is. Thank you. Come along, my friend. Come along. Oh, my computer's not on silent.
Woo!
Get aboard and ride this train.
Big Auga today, Kev.
Man, what you saying?
Train to lose everything to get it. You should have you should have volunteered yourself to do a message.
That's what I said.
I would never do that.
Wow.
'Cause I don't want to be that guy.
You act like he would say no, Kevin.
I don't want to
Or
make
wouldn't
things
want
about
that.
me.
He wants to hear your voice.
I like making things about me.
He
but
said
not
your
those
voice
things.
soothes him at night.
Oh, wait a minute. How does you giving a word from the Lord make it about you, not the Lord?
Let the pastor.
If anything, you're just being used as a vessel, Kevin. A reflection, a mirror, amen.
You feeling like it's about you
Mm.
makes it about you. if you felt like it wasn't, it wouldn't be.
Ooh.
Serene's mama's gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, beautiful.
I was like, oh, Tony just be getting baddies. All right, got it.
Getting what?
Baddies.
Oh,
Because
baddies.
I was
I thought
like,
you said panties.
Oh no.
she's ridiculously pretty.
Fantastic.
Which makes sense because Serene was gorgeous.
Oh,
He was gorgeous.
bless him.
I was like, he is a pretty Waka Flocka.
You and
pretty
this Waka
Waka
Flocka.
He,
man.
does he not?
What is
You
your
can-
obsession with Waka
Waka
Flocka?
Flocka's everything. His music is everything.
Waka Flocka said he was not a good rapper, and
Well-
I respected it so much.
He's good at what he was doing,
That's
whatever
what
you
he
want to
said.
call it.
I'm not even shading him. He was
I
like,
know.
dude, he was like, when you have people rapping like Black Thought, and I'm not doing all that.
He's not doing all that, and I don't.
I'm
need
just here to
that.
get you hype and make you want to punch.
Exactly.
People who know what they do well always do better.
Yes, and that's why I like him because I felt like he's stuck in that lane
Mm-hmm.
hard in the MF and paint.
And that's why you come out to it. You're not coming out to Black Thought.
No, God, no. But no, his son had a very much so like a Waka Flocka look with the locks. Why is these straps coming down? Oh, maybe I need to pull this down. I'm over here falling apart, people. I'm falling apart. Hope you all are having a great Tuesday. Tuesday.
You are so helpful, man. They don't want to hear that I'm stinking it up in the city. It's okay, guys. I'm okay with it.
They're not okay with it though, Kevin. It'll be my first time going to Miami.
And I wish we had time to go to that restaurant.
Which one?
I never remember the name of it, but I always find it, and they have grouper in a bag, and it is legit one of the best dishes I've ever had.
I need some Cuban food.
Some crab. Cuban food is great in Miami.
Is it? Because it's not great in Cuba. It's terrible.
Y'all are gonna shake Cuba till the day you die.
Oh my God, the food was terrible. Well, I was like, this is y'all's oppression. It's not
Stop it.
communism. It's your food.
Got nothing to do with the cars.
Yeah.
You got something else, boy, I'll tell you.
You are good.
Why is this not right?
Did y'all go to the gathering?
We couldn't. We had to get our kids and
After, if I wouldn't have gone to the airport to get the luggage, maybe. But once that airport trip happened,
Your bed
Thank
was
you, by the
calling.
way. I don't know if I want to make that clear.
you didn't say thank you, but you're welcome. No, you
thought
did.
I text.
You did. I'm just kicking it.
Oh, I was like, Jesus Christ,
Kevin, no.
When you said they weren't able to turn it over, I was literally on the freeway. I was like, all right. Let me
No,
get off
I
this.
was saying he wouldn't have been able
Okay.
to get it.
I
No,
was
I
like,
had to
well-
be like, me and my friends, I explained the whole thing. I was like, but because you all couldn't keep your flights on time.
You told him? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because let you know that this is y'all issue. The reason we have to come and do this.
American Airlines can burn to the ground.
And
Thank God that Tahir came because I wouldn't have been able to get his.
Really?
He was pulled off of our reservation.
That's
I
right.
also didn't have his tag numbers.
did it
Like-
help that one of your bags were checked under mine?
Oh, that's right.
Did it
I
hurt?
described it. I could see my bag from far off. I said, now that my bags are here. I said that big floor one. I said that's gonna be under Fredericks's.
With the nets.
Why is this not opening in YouTube? I'm
The
not
Fredericks's.
understanding. Why is this opening in-
Yeah, I'm getting madder and
Opening.
madder at your travel agent every time I open up. First of all, I don't like how
I can't navigate the
the way he's
the
sending
email.
these reservations to us.
Everything. It's one big
I'm
receipt.
sorry, Kevin. I don't mean to throw all
Sorry,
this.
yeah,
extra
Kevin,
If you
on
got
end
the
of show.
app, you would be. it
No,
would be
this
right.
got nothing to do with the app because you don't know what app to go to, Kevin.
Now,
All it
see,
is
you
the
about to
flight
throw it
number.
at me, huh? Look
Yeah,
at that.
Angel, I'm gonna step in for you there because I didn't like that either.
Yeah, I was like, no, he sends
The
us
app.
this.
If you had the app.
He sends us these hieroglyphics of
You
all
get the
these
same
things.
one, Kev?
Kevin forwarded one of them. It's a very long sheet that has all of everybody's
Don't
information.
worry, he sent one this morning because he had to fix my name. He misspelled
That's
my
why
name.
Greg
Angel.
didn't think he was on a reservation. He is. He's just tucked in there underneath millions and millions of information.
Okay, what do we do with this?
I saw it.
What do we do with this?
I saw it.
Yeah, I was like, okay, all right, okay. I was like, well, I'll just follow them wherever they go because I clearly don't know. Wait a minute, I got 2 lashes on.
Doing what I wanted to do.
What's wrong, Kevin?
Let me tell you, the Holy Spirit is in this place.
Amen.
I
Come
got
on,
these
speak on.
eyelashes on the first try in a phone, not even in a mirror.
Not.
Now, will they stay on the whole show? I don't know. That's not the point. Kevin, is it not loading the YouTubes?
It's not showing the comments right.
Well, Kevin, you said sometimes you like not being able to see the comments. So maybe that's what it is. I got both eyelashes on. I'm gonna put on some lipstick and serve y'all. Come on. Now my edges is all over the place, and these straps keep falling down, which was not happening earlier this morning. I hope y'all notice I've been trying to be cuter for you all, stage crew, Angel Wings, and not just showing up looking like Kev's cousin that just, you know, she more on the plain Jane side. Ain't nothing wrong with being plain Jane.
Which are we on Kev on Stage or Kev on Stage Studios?
Studios.
I'm gonna give a little gold lipstick, a little bit of gold. Cause usually I be just showing a plain face because I don't know how Melissa's able to beat her face every Tuesday to the extent that she does. That takes so much work, and I don't even get nearly as much of a beat as she do. Thank you guys, y'all are sweet. But I want to show you all I care by being fully put together. Today was a little bit of a task. Had to get my son COVID tested. He's here, so he can go to school. So he gonna be going to school a whole 2 hours late. But it's fine. Oh, shoot. Okay. I'm just cleaning off my desk, son. So I'm just picking up Ava. She took a little bit of a tumble. God dang it. I'm ready whenever, Kevin.
I'm excited for this new Drake this week.
Oh, is he dropping music?
Certified Lover Boy.
Is that what it's called? Oh, you about to be in it. All right.
Yeah, about 4 days to get my emotions in order.
Bless your heart.
All right. Here we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2. What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kev on Stage. She's
That chick Angel.
welcome to another podcast.
Banger,
Smash that like
banger,
button, smash that notification button.
Bow, bow, bow.
2021.
Bang.
Before we begin, this week we are in Palm Beach
Are we?
and Miami. I want to be clear. I've said this a couple times. Probably the last time. This may be the last time. This may be the last time, children. This may be the last time. Maybe the last time. I don't know. I'm stinking it up in sales
You stinking it up.
in Palm Beach and Miami.
Like,
Smell
what's
like
stinking up?
butt,
What's stinking up mean?
58 tickets sold.
58 tickets.
Oh, and for one night?
One show, 58 tickets. It
Oh,
seats
no.
450. We
Oh.
finna have a small group session.
It is.
We
Everyone
finna
bring your
have-
Bibles.
We go, everybody move to the front. Okay.
58 tickets.
58
There's
out of
more staff than that.
450.
Well, we can do social distancing.
I'm gonna we'll be able to talk.
We will not 6 feet. We can spread 6 tables out in between
Will
each other.
be
Yes.
plenty of room. So, and listen, guys, I'm okay. If I'm gonna be like, oh, sold out, sold out, sold out.
Tell the truth.
You
When
know,
you're
hey,
not sold out.
I wish this club only held 60. I'd be much happier.
Oh yeah, then you would feel like.
But as a
winning.
businessman, look, you go to the markets that welcome you with open arms. Some people are saying, oh, COVID. That could be part of the reason. It could. However,
Florida
if that
don't
were
be
the
caring
case,
about
Florida.
COVID.
that's one thing, but that's the white people in Florida, not
Florida
necessarily
never
black.
closed.
2019 stunk it up in Palm Beach and Miami. 2018 stunk it up in Palm Beach and
So
Miami.
it's a pattern.
Miami, 2017, 16, 15, 14.
Okay.
Whatever the year that I went to Miami,
It was terrible.
terrible.
Yeah, the black people aren't scared of COVID either in Florida. They out here too.
So just know I'm okay with it, guys, because Houston.
Oh, Houston!
H-time.
Houston made sweet love to us. Let
Except
us
for the
in.
last show. Except for the last show.
Except for the final show, but
I
5
pulled
out of
out before
6
then.
were fantastic. I'm
Oh.
talking about the 5th show, the Sunday night.
Woo!
I had one of my best sets of my whole life,
Let me tell you,
especially for this tour.
I got sick. I was sick during the second to last show. I mean, I was down bad, but the audience was so good.
That wasn't your fault, though, Angel.
I was like, I will linger in all of these jokes, even though my head is about to fall off, because they were that good. They made it worth me pushing through, and I thank them for it.
So what I'm hearing is there's an HBCU football game this weekend. You guys listen.
Oh, I'm going to go to that.
But the football game ain't at 7:00.
People have decided they're not coming, and that's fine. I have also decided that I'm not coming back.
DM me the HBCU
We both
football
can make the choice.
information.
Yeah,
This schedule was released before the football schedule.
come on.
Okay? There wasn't even tickets left over from when I was on sale last year, prior to COVID. Okay? I stink there. And that's okay. All right, first thing on the docket.
My bad.
Your good friend
My boo. Yes.
touched your hand.
hand in my hand.
Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter was in a
Better
little
know
bit
her
of
name.
hot water.
I know people love
At
that.
first, it was great. So if you don't know, she was the 3rd or 4th woman ever to wear the Tiffany's and companies, their big diamond.
They're big diamond.
Okay,
Yeah.
the thing worth $30 million.
Woo!
She was the first black woman to ever don this diamond. Now, people are calling it a blood diamond. Technically, from what I've read, I'm not an expert. Blood diamonds are considered ones from Sierra Leone. I think this is considered a conflict diamond because of how Tiffany and Company
Started.
how they started, how they operate. Pretty much their whole company is considered bad. to
I
people.
didn't know that until this all broke, that their whole company was bad.
Yeah. The whole diamond industry, although we pretty much subscribe to it, the whole thing is kind of awful.
Yeah.
Right? The beers, all that stuff. But we're hypocrites. You
At
know it's
100%.
awful.
100%, I mean.
We're hypocrites. We want the ring. And even people who don't wear diamonds, your iPhone, your Android, a lot of stuff that's mined, cobalt, lithium, cobalt, to make these phones as powerful as they are, somebody down the line is getting exploited.
Vibranium.
No, that's not real.
I was like,
Vibranium is from Marvel.
yeah,
Comics.
but they took it.
No, but it's in Wakanda.
They took it from Wakanda.
So we're all hypocrites usually. I don't see nobody going to a flip phone. We don't really care about who mines the cobalt. We want our iPhones and our Androids.
100%.
So it's easier. And I'm not even defending Beyonce. I'm just saying it's easy to say you because I don't
Right.
have a Tiffany diamond.
Right.
But we do have a phone, and we're not going down the supply chain.
Yeah.
Right. And I read some stories, and I was just like, whew, that's tough. 12 Pro Max. Please. I know when I'm being trash.
Yes.
So
give
anyway.
me that iPhone.
Beyonce, the reason she's criticized is because Tiffany has a bad history of, this diamond industry, people be dying, literally,
Yeah.
for this. And then the added problem for Beyonce is that she had just done Black is King. And she admitted, she released a statement through her people that she's angry and hurt that, you know, her team didn't do the research about Tiffany and Company and this diamond in particular and their diamond, their diamond mining practices, especially if you go way back.
Yeah.
Right? If you, maybe now it's not as bad. I'm not even saying it's not as bad now. But even if it's not as bad now, if you go down the line, it was.
Yeah.
That whole whole colonization from, I believe, Belgians, King Leopold, if I'm not mistaken, he was colonizing and just killing people, killing lots of people, mining for stuff. So anyway,
I want to know how much Tiffany and Co. paid to get that Basquiat out of that private collection, though.
and that was another thing that they were getting. Jay-Z was getting criticized for. I couldn't really find the point of the criticism. I think it was like rich people having access to stuff that, from what I could glean, it was like, well, they're rich, so they get to see this Basquiat that nobody knew existed or used to be private, and maybe Basquiat didn't want them to have it, all that type of stuff. But he took less than Beyonce.
Of course.
And listen, if I'm being quite honest, even Beyonce's criticism, it was not nearly. I feel like her Ivy, when she didn't have big size, plus sizes in
I
Ivy
think
Park,
that
it was a
was-
bigger thing.
You're right, Kelly.
But there are people criticizing her. So as a Beehive Elite member, Angel, I'm curious about your thoughts.
You know, I stand with her. I'm gonna stick beside her. Meaning that I love the fact that she's acknowledging, okay, yeah, this was a mistake on our part.
Yeah.
By not researching what the optics look like.
Right.
But at the same time, given the mistake, the gravity of the mistake, it doesn't hold as much weight as some other things that celebrities have done in comparison to what she actually does for American culture, African culture, Black culture. I'm like, okay, the apology, I think is sincere because she's one of those, I feel like, a few celebrities that puts their money where their mouth is and doesn't always put on Main Street what she is doing. There is stuff that people like. We just did
Just going to bring that up.
a segment
Literally gonna bring
for
that
the
up.
food show where the young lady, Ivy is her name, was able to quit her regular 9 to 5 to work on the farm that her family has full time through a grant she got from Beyonce.
And real quick, just to iterate, this is a nonprofit farm that she operates.
Yes,
Like her whole purpose to quit her job was to basically help food insecure people in Houston. And she wouldn't have been able to do it without a grant from Beyonce. And that's just interesting that as we have this story, and this story was already in the docket before we knew that. And she was like, Beyonce and also James Harden gave them a grant. And that's why that started their business.
So while I'm not saying, oh, she should just be let off the hook, I'm glad that it was brought to her attention because that's how we get better is when we are called out on the stuff that we do. But to slam her in the article that you put in the docket, somebody made some very strong points. When Lady Gaga was wearing it, people weren't making this big of a huff about
I
it.
didn't even know Lady Gaga wore it.
Come on.
I didn't even know about this diamond until Beyonce wore it.
Yes, Audrey Hepburn wore it, Lady Gaga wore it. Obviously, this is throughout all industries. We hold Black people, our culture holds Black people to a higher standard than they hold anyone else.
Well, we wouldn't care about Lady Gaga.
It's not about, if it's wrong, it's wrong. So it's not about care about Lady Gaga.
Well, but the reason I say that is if Lady Gaga posted this on her Instagram, we wouldn't care enough to look or know.
But I'm saying, is it about the celebrity or is it about what you're saying this diamond represents?
Well, it's like, what I'm saying is we care more about the people who are in our culture. So I'm just saying we were not even aware of it to care. If somebody had said Lady Gaga did this, I don't know if I would even scroll because I don't care that much about what Lady Gaga does. Does it make sense? What I'm saying?
The only reason why I'm saying that doesn't count is because we be going ham on businesses that we might not be huge patrons of if they do something that seems like it's a slight to Black people. Yeah. Like when they put that little Black boy in that monkey shirt from H&M, we were like,
But that's a Black boy though.
Right, but I'm saying the diamond represents a piece of black culture.
Right, but
That's the part that
I
I'm
get
saying.
what you're saying. I'm saying hyperbole, not hyperbole,
Mm-hmm.
hypothetically, if they put up Willow White Boy in a cracker shirt, I don't know that we'd be like, oh, y'all put that boy in a cracker shirt and we be white boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that would resonate as much with us as seeing a black kid in a monkey shirt.
I guess to fix your metaphor is if they put the white boy in a monkey shirt.
No, because the monkey won't matter for the white boy. It's because we called black kids monkeys. That's why we felt like.
That's what she's saying. Though.
That's what I'm saying, is that a white boy in the monkey shirt doesn't have the same doesn't have the same correlation because it doesn't connect to his culture,
Okay.
to his cultural upbringing.
Yeah.
The diamond relates to the African experience regardless of whose body it's on.
Got it. So you're saying basically wrong is wrong.
Yes,
is the
that's what I'm
diamond
saying.
wrong or is Beyonce wrong? It should be that the diamond is always wrong. Nobody should be wearing it.
That's
you're
what
saying.
I'm saying.
And
That
you're
is
saying
what
we
I'm
just
saying.
got mad because or people, not we, but people got mad because
It's
that
Beyonce and
specific
we.
experience instead of
Got
the
it.
overall conversation.
That's what. Thank you, Joshua.
Yes,
I was
ma'am.
like, I'm
Ain't
going
drama,
in
I'm
circles
just-
with my
I
friend.
got you.
got it. My thing is, one of my things is, and I do agree with Beyonce. Here's the thing that I don't like about the internet, especially when you have an elevated platform. Everybody, it feels like everybody on the internet knows everything about everything at all times, right? It's not true, but what happens is the people who know something about it are loud, and they're loud quickly.
Absolutely.
But it feels like no matter what you say, someone is the expert, and those people love to get at you. I agree with you. Beyonce responded quickly, and she very rarely does respond quickly. And most celebrities double or triple down before they ever
Right.
apologize. And the double or triple down is usually what hurts you more. I think people have to be, and again, people are going to say, you're Beyonce, you should have known. If everybody on her team they probably thinking, because Tiffany's gave, I believe, like $2 million to HBCUs.
Right.
Drop in the bucket, but to the people receiving that drop, it's a big drop.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Dropping the bucket because they were worth like $5 billion at the time. But my point is, people don't know everything about everything, right? Sometimes, and obviously Beyonce is rich and probably desires to be more rich.
Yeah.
And probably was happy to be the first black woman to wear it. Probably thought it'd be a good story, thought it'd be a dope look. Obviously, she did some research. I don't know that, obviously she didn't do some like, what's Tiffany's history? What's the story behind this diamond? But as a person with a large platform who doesn't know everything, who's been dragged for not knowing stuff, I tend to be a little more sensitive to people with large platforms not knowing stuff.
Yeah.
Because you be getting dragged, you be like, man, I really did not know. And sometimes you get educated, you be like, oh, snap.
Right.
Like when terms that used to be okay are not okay anymore, you usually learn that by somebody being like, hey, actually that's
Right.
the wrong term, or that's outdated or antiquated or whatever. But that on the internet, especially with celebrity, that usually comes with vitriol and not like care. Like the internet's not going, especially Twitter, which is where I found this, not there to care about you.
Yeah.
Not there to hold you close. Criticize early, fast.
Oh yeah,
often.
that's exactly what it is.
You'll never be enough. You'll never be right enough. No apology will be genuine enough. You know, people will be like, you know what I mean? And this is just me being a little petty. I'd be like, oh, I wish some people would be on the other end of this.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes, like, 'cause
absolutely.
it's easy with a small platform. You can say whatever you want, and the criticism never comes as tough.
Yeah.
But sometimes, just because your platform is big, people think your intelligence is big as well, or your knowledge of stuff is big. Like, for example, I just have a lot of followers because I make funny videos.
Right.
I'm not a scholar.
Come on.
I'm not a professor like, oh, Kevin is
Say
just
it.
so wise of so many. I would just be making funny videos. Does not an intellect that make me?
Right.
I'm not good at math. 3 times 3.
But
good
you
luck.
be reading those placards at the museum.
I love me a placard.
So that's why
now, if
people
you
be
ask me
thinking.
museum stuff,
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna know
museum
it.
stuff.
If you ask me math stuff or this conflict diamond, I'm knowledgeable about a lot of stuff. I never sat down. I never even to a Tiffany museum to read placards.
Yeah. No, I definitely think, like I said, I definitely think it's good that it was brought to her attention so that she can correct course.
Yeah.
But I
she
do
didn't delete that picture though. The paperwork been signed.
It's not what she gonna do.
Oh yeah.
But I do wish, just as a culturally for us, I do feel like we be holding people to the flame, our people to the flames, so much harder than everyone else, especially when it's something that affects our people.
Yeah.
And so that's the only thing that I'm just like, well, you know, I get it. She was wrong. So I'm all
And
here for
listen,
her being called out. Absolutely.
It's okay to be wrong.
Yes.
It's not the being wrong that gets people. It's the adjustment. By the way, so we were in Houston this week. Joel Osteen, Hurricane Ida was revving up on the Gulf Coast. Now, it wasn't slated to hit Houston, start kind of in Louisiana, and it was slated to go kind of up through Louisiana to the right.
Right.
Before that thing hit landfall, Joel Osteen had a video that was like, hey, we just want to welcome you down to Lakewood Church. If you're evacuating New Orleans, we want you to know that we got food, we got supplies, we are prepared to open our doors to you.
He said, we ain't locking the
just
doors like we did last time.
Listen, y'all killed me last time. Okay?
Oh, yes,
Now-
they did.
And now watch this, right? When he made the mistake, right, and I'm blaming him because people blamed him, destroyed
Oh, yeah.
him. I mean, from the four corners of the earth,
Come on.
destroyed him, right? When he got that church prepared and open, 3 tweets, right? People don't care
No.
when you do it right.
No.
They don't care that more than likely, him and his team learned from that. Like, nobody cares
Yeah.
about nothing. You got a big church in Houston. You know people from New Orleans. Evacuate to Houston. You should have been ready.
Right.
But when he is ready, nobody
no.
cares.
Oh,
That's
no,
the
no,
thing.
no, no.
But on the flip to that, I'm sure there's one person waiting to light that fire for when he didn't send that tweet out, though.
Exactly.
Oh,
But
yeah.
he
That's
learned,
twofold.
though. But nobody cares when you learn.
But you almost have to do that as a defense
Absolutely.
mechanism. which
Just to
is wild.
diffuse. Before y'all even get there.
Yeah. Hey.
This thing was, that video was on Friday.
Yeah.
Landfall wasn't expected until Sunday.
He said, I'm going to say something right now.
Hey.
Yeah.
Y'all not gonna get me again.
You're not about to call me out. But that is the thing. A lot of times the criticism online is not actually for you to learn. It's just to be able to say you wrong. That becomes the issue. I am all for critique. I really am.
Yeah.
That comes from my love language. Words of affirmation for me are also words that will make me better. So that means you got to be able to tell me what I'm doing wrong in order for me to be able to do it right. But a lot of times online, people just want to tell you what you did wrong, not so you can get it right, but just so they can say they told you were wrong.
What you said.
I mean-
and being on the other end of that, I'd be like, whew, you don't even follow me. Like, there's a term for it and I lost it. But it's basically, I was reading an article about this, how people, when they feel like they have the moral high ground on you, they will attack you with reckless abandon.
Yeah.
Right? To the point where a lot of times you are attacking the person you're doing what you just accused them of doing, right? Say celebrity X targeted you, right?
Yeah.
And said, followers attack you or whatever the thing is, right? When you have the moral high ground, we will do the same thing that we just accused you. But as long as people feel like they are smarter than you or better than you, they will go after you. And the other thing about the internet, and when I say the internet, I'm usually talking about Twitter because that's where I spend most of my time because that's where I get a lot of video ideas and podcast topics. People will argue you down without the full picture or the full understanding of what they be talking about.
Absolutely.
And don't even care to research.
No.
Right? More later in our next topic about that. But I'd be like, people be talking to people who know what they're talking about.
And we'll argue them down.
Argue them down with, like, LeVar Walker had a funny joke about that. People were arguing him about the vaccination. He is legitimately a pharmacist.
A pharmacist.
He has a doctor. He is a doctor. He studied microbiology.
And they're like, we know more.
And people will confidently argue with him who studied what he is talking about.
They don't care. It's just like I had to argue down one of my followers recently because I had to tell her she was doing online shopping wrong because she didn't have honey.
She's doing way too much.
I was just like, you ain't got the free app the browser extension, honey, and you just out here shopping, not saving nothing. And she was like, but no, I can just do it how I usually do it. And I was like, but you stupid. You stupid.
There go at Baltimore.
Okay?
You
Because
stupid.
Honey is going to give you millions of promo codes. You can't get millions of promo codes on your own. You ain't got all day to do it. Honey, do.
You ain't got all day to do it.
Okay? Get millions of promo code in one ad. One. When you shop like usual on lots of your favorite sites, Honey will automatically fill the promo code box for you at checkout. But it won't fill it with just one code.
No, they won't.
It'll drop a ton of codes in there. Test them in seconds. Let you see if one of them gets you a discount. It's like getting 1 million promo codes in just this one little podcast ad. Amen. Listen, we getting this house together, buying stuff. I'm doing the master bedroom, okay? Getting the little pieces, the little furnitures. Where did I do my shopping? Well, I went to a couple of different online stores, but I know that I was like, honey, what's over here? Honey, I'm trying to get this ottoman. Can we get like 20% off, baby? And let me tell you, Honey shows up and shows out. Now, and as if this ad wasn't generous enough, you could get $5 in your Venmo account.
$5?
$5 just for trying Honey. If you sign up within the next 2 weeks, you can take that $5, put it towards the Kev on Stage Slightly Problematic Take 2 tour in Miami or Palm Beach. Okay? To get those $5, all you have to do is go to joinhoney.com/SK.
SK.
Sign up with the email associated with your Venmo account. Additional terms apply. Get all the promo codes Honey can find and $5 in your Venmo at joinhoney.com/SK.
SK.
That's joinhoney.com/SK.
SK.
SK. Before we get into this next topic, I've got to go to the bathroom.
Go potty. I'll talk to the people.
Okey-dokey.
Oh, it's not potty.
You just gonna take.
You go ahead. I'll talk to him. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened.
45 left, and the way this is talking to me.
Listen. That was me on the way to LAX. That was me on the way. I said, Vinny, pull over.
Kev, you forgot about that 9 o'clock you had.
Nah, man. I got to. What's that? My agent's on the phone?
Go talk to your agent. So y'all, let me tell y'all what happened in Houston.
I'm with you here.
So let me tell you, I was so earlier that day for the food show, we went to this dope restaurant, probably the dopest restaurant I have been to while we reveal. Yes, go ahead.
Say it.
Yeah, Lucille's.
Shouts to Lucille's down in the museum district of Houston. H-Town.
In H-Town. Let me tell you, that Lucille's restaurant, the food was so good. And usually when we film the food show, we do 2 restaurants in a day. But that day we were only doing one. And then we were visiting the Ivy Leaf farm because Brennan thought it would be a good idea. Brennan is our executive producer.
Thought it'd be comedic relief for him.
Yes. So we had like brunch, breakfast and lunch menu items, right? Food was absolutely amazing. They served us each a different type of mimosa. So to here at the French Connection, I had this mango one. Kev had the watermelon one. Watermelon lemonade mimosa looked so good. So we all had our mimosas. Then the guy was like, my brother owns only the second black owned vodka distillery company called Highway. Legal. So we were like, Tahir was like, we should take a shot of that. So I was like, okay, bet. So we all have a shot of that. Now, mind you, we're eating a lot of food, so it's not like we're doing this on empty stomachs. Then after we shoot, we were like, oh, before we go, we all had one more mimosa. These were just the second mimosas were like regular champagne flutes. So it was like, cool. So then we go to the farm. Now, mind you, I'm not buzzing. I'm not drunk at all. At least not until when we get to the farm, I can kind of feel like, okay. But all of that kind of goes away because it is blazing hot in Houston. I don't know what the degrees were, but the humidity mixed with how hot it was.
Humidity was at least 70%.
Yeah, it was crazy. And let me tell you, we weren't forewarned that we were going to be on a farm that day. No. Until after we got to Lucille's or we're on our way. All right. Not when we packed our clothing. None of that.
Didn't even have the right shoes for it.
Oh, yeah. They had to go buy us shoes because we were going to be in the farm, like really doing work. So anyways, we out there walking around, Tahir's trying not to have a diva fit because Tahir don't like to be hot and sweat at all. So we're walking around. We shoot the whole thing. It was really good. The farm was great. They had a bunch of horses, a bunch of beagles. You all will see it when it's released on the app. We finished it. We were there for like maybe an hour, hour and 15, but we were outside for all of
The
it.
whole time.
We get in the car. Most of us fall asleep in the car, except for Josh. Josh was awake because he's young. His body can do all the things. When we wake up at the hotel, I can feel the headache starting. And I was like, oh, no. What's this? So I had to, my son's best friend and mom were with him at the hotel. So I talked to them for a little bit because they're about to get on the road. And then I had to shoot an audition. So Tahir came up, shot the audition for me. So then I was like, I'm going to try to get in as much of a nap before the show to try to sleep this headache off. I wake up. That headache is like, hey, girl, I'm still here. How you doing? I was like, I'm not doing good. So we get to the venue. Me and Tahir, if y'all don't know this, me and Tahir sell our own shirts. There's nobody else selling our shirts. I sometimes have Angel Wings there that help me, but we're still typically out there with them so that we meet you all. We can take pictures, yada, yada, yada. So I still have a headache, but I'm pushing through. I'm being friendly, saying hey to folk, dancing. We go in, and I almost think my headache's about to go away. We go back into the venue. The headache comes back full throttle. I'm like, Jesus. So we go to do the show. That was the best show I have had. I felt so good. I probably ran the light by a minute and a half just because it was so good. Get off stage. Headache amps up some more. I take 2 ibuprofen, 200 milligrams a pill. I know it's not going to work, but I'm just hoping. Kevin prayed over my head. I can feel now the gas bubbling up in my body because this is the way my body works. It doesn't matter if I've drank or not. If I have a prolonged headache or a migraine, my body is like, there's something in us causing this pain. Get it out. So I know I'm about to have the runs. I know I'm going to get nauseous. I know all these things because this headache has now been here for too many hours. Been here for too many hours. So I go to use the restroom during Tahir's set. And I'm like, nope, it's still not enough. The headache is still here. So I lay my head down. Toby shows up because he's going to see Kevin's set. I missed that Tahir's set is ending. I don't even got on all of my clothing right. I took off my shawl thing. So I'm running on stage. I bring up Kevin. So I was like, I got 45 minutes to try to get my life together. So everybody leaves me in the room. I told Tahir, I said, I think if I throw up, I will feel better. He brings me the trash can and I'm waiting. And I'm just like, come on. I burp and I leave my mouth open. I go, because it wasn't like I was about to throw up yet. I burp, and as I left my mouth open, it was like my food was like, well, come on, guys, the door's open. It just starts shooting out of me into the trash can. It's going into my hair. I'm just like, I'm on my knees, just. I am throwing up profusely. And I was like, oh, but I'm happy because I'm like,
It's out.
okay, hopefully now I'm going to feel better. I lay back down. Tahir's like, yo, do you want me to just do, me and Kevin could just do more time the second show and you can go. And I was like, no.
She's saying it like this too.
I am going to do the show.
Her eyes are, to her they're wide open, but she's like, no, I'm fine. Angel, we're over here. Angel.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I can do it. I can pop. Ba, 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 da, ba. Kevin was like, shut up. Kevin was like, shut up. I was like, no, I could do it. I promise. But I actually was scared to do it because after getting everything out from the front and the back, I was then depleted of energy and the headache wasn't fully gone yet. So I was afraid that, because I would have went 100. I would have given the people 110%, but I was afraid that I would have passed out on stage just from being so weak, actually. So Greg ended up taking me back to the hotel. And as soon as I got into the room with my son, I packed up my stuff. The headache started to I knew that once everything got out of me, the headache would start to lift, but it probably didn't lift completely until I laid down in the bed in my pajamas. But
Shelton said all this off of one shot. No, this was off of a few drinks and direct heat.
it was the direct heat.
Immediately after. It's like a mix of all that and dehydration from being out in that damn heat.
It was definitely because the fact of the matter is, on this tour, we be drinking.
Oh,
This
yeah.
ain't the so it's not that I'm a lightweight. So it wasn't, and it's also not like I went in when we went to the
And
restaurant.
it wasn't
was
food poisoning because we all ate. No, it wasn't.
We
food,
all ate all the same
thing.
food.
Everybody else was fine. I had a little headache, but that was also because I knew I was dehydrated. That's usually when I be getting headaches.
Yeah, I was just I was extremely dehydrated, and even though we didn't have consume a lot of alcohol, my body, being that while I ain't no skinny woman, being a smaller person than everyone else, my body just could not. It didn't take it. So they kicked me off the show.
Yeah. So guys,
No.
Angel is off the tour.
Yeah, I'm done.
Because Kev, quote unquote, says she can't hang. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
he
know
was
what-
like,
I don't
"Oh,
even know what that means.
you going two mimosas and a shot of vodka? That's all you can take."
I was disappointed in you.
No, I was disappointed in myself.
You said you could hold your liquor before.
You've seen me drink way
I know, that's why I
more.
was like, this is all it took?
That's how
But that
I-
Houston someone was like, what's up, nigga? You think this is a game?
That is what it
When
was.
Kev walked in the green room and saw Angel throwing up, he said, and I quote, "soft."
Yes,
I don't,
he did.
I don't.
Do you see
I-
how red Tony you got?
Oh yes, he was.
Tony looks like a tomato.
He is bright
He's
red.
in pain.
That sun banged on us.
He might be tan by the next time we see him when that skin grows back.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, so we're back from our ad. I was gonna move this down, but
That's a lie.
Kanye West's Donda. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing that's interesting, and I
More
saw
like
this stat.
Yonda. Right.
Apparently,
What?
this was the second highest streamed album in a certain amount of period of time.
Really?
Yes. Hold on. Let
get
me
it.
get this article. Because somebody lying, right?
I
Somebody told me Kanye was canceled. We were done. Kanye broke a record with Apple Music with day one streams. Okay? Apparently, he's been selling crazy merch at these listening parties. I personally have not listened. I think I
am not
just-
that big of a Kanye fan. It's not that I'm a Kanye active disliker. I do think he has mental health issues that he's exploiting and the people around him are exploiting. So we get all these magnificent highs and lows. But musically, I haven't been feeling what he's been creating since his more probably commercial hits. So I don't really actively pursue knowing what he's doing or wanting to hear his music. While I think other people are fascinated. Some people are actual fans, so I'm not trying to say people can't be fans.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people are just fascinated in the train wreck that is Kanye West.
1,000%. I think people want to see if he's going to dish Drake, what he's going to talk about. The record was he beats Olivia Rodrigo for 2021's most streamed album in 24 hours on Spotify. And I think number 2 on Apple. He had 19 of the top 20 songs on
Jesus.
Apple Music in the first 24
That's politics, though.
hours. Politics or not,
I mean,
the
they
numbers
fake
are the
streams.
numbers.
It was an Apple rollout. I get it.
Yeah, I'm sure the record label is more than meets the eye.
Also,
I've seen
Olivia
Dreamgirls.
Rodrigo's a brand new artist. He has
She
been
is.
around for a long time.
Oh,
he
he's-
has his following.
Absolutely. He's
Yeah.
got cachet. So one thing, I was a huge Kanye West fan. Humongous.
No, I mean, I liked his commercial stuff. Like
Yeah.
after those first 3, I kind of was like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah. Which most artists don't even get 3. And he got 4 of the first 5 were fantastic. And I liked 808s and Heartbreaks too. But is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy number 5?
1, 2, 3. I
I think it's 5 and then Yeezus is 6 if I'm not mistaken.
think so. What's 808s in that?
That's 4.
Okay. Then yes, I
I
believe
think it was
so.
College Dropout, Late Registration,
All the college things I liked.
Yeah, Graduation.
Boom.
Then I think 808s and Heartbreak, and I'm pretty sure it's
So everything else.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Anyway, the hullabaloo
Uh-huh.
surrounding it.
Hullabaloo.
A lot of artists were upset with Mr. West for leaving him off.
I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Soldier Boy
Love in this
left
hole.
off
Big Draco.
Big Draco.
What did he do on the album?
Apparently,
He had a verse.
He had a
didn't put
verse.
part 2 for him out.
He didn't put part 2 out. He was kicked off. He told Soldier Boy tweeted, "Tell Kanye don't hit my phone no more."
Wait a minute. Did his verse not make the album?
No.
No, his verse
Oh,
didn't make
well,
the album.
then that's why you didn't.
But he reached out to Soldier Boy. Was like,
Yeah.
"Yo, let's make some music together." Soldier Boy was like, "Yes." Sent him the verse back, and he was like, "Okay, bye."
Big Drake. No. Am I right, guys?
Stop it.
Sorry.
So, and then he got in some hot water, and this is where Kevin will tell you up front for this segment. I don't know how this part of the music industry works.
Yes,
Okay.
neither-
Me and Melissa had a extended conversation about this last night. Okay. So a artist named Brie Babineau. Let me try to make this succinct because it got deeper later. This song. This is Brie Babineau singing 4 years ago.
Come on, bro.
Woo!
Yes.
Okay. So that, if you can't hear, is her singing her own ad libs, but it is over Tone Make Me Over, which is one of my top 5 favorite gospel albums of all time. Okay.
That's what you meant. Because I was like,
Yes.
I don't hear "Don't Make Me Over."
No.
I was like, I don't hear that under there.
She's singing over that song, her own ad libs.
Oh, okay.
Also, I did not know this until later, after we talked about this. She commercially released a cover of this song.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
see, that was the part that we didn't have when
We
you
didn't
were
have
talking.
this information. So, Kanye has a song on the album that I did not hear, and I don't want to play because it's going to get us struck, and I'm trying not to get us struck unless we just feel like doing it. But for this
It might-
UMG,
That might do it too then if that was commercially released.
no, this
that
wasn't
was
commercial
that
release.
was her Instagram.
This wasn't the one. This was the
Okay.
this is the clip that he sampled, right? So Kanye has a song called Lord I Need You, and he took this artist's voice, pitched it down, and made Lord I Need You. So she
Well, he actually, I don't know if you, did you hear the song?
yeah.
Okay, because he actually said those words too, though.
Oh yeah. He basically sampled her, right? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
but he sang those words as well.
Oh, he did.
I
believe
asked that.
so.
Do you think it was her voice pitched down, or he just had a dude
No,
sing?
no. I think it was her voice pitched down, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Tell me why.
So before I get there, she was like on her Instagram, which is now deleted. Not her Instagram, but this post. Thank you to everyone who congratulated me on the Donda album. However, I had no knowledge of this beforehand. It would have been nice to know before the album came out. Whose voice does this sound like to you? And then the next clip was Lord I Need You. So, right?
If we talk through it, I don't think we'll get struck.
Okay, you know, I'm not. Yeah. Oh, talk through Lord I Need You? I
Yes.
don't have that clip anymore. Because she took it down.
The actual song?
Yeah,
I
that.
have the actual song.
Okay,
I can
go
play
ahead.
it a little
Yeah.
far back.
Play,
Man, just
play
Who
it up,
cares?
and
If we
I'll
get it
talk-
struck, we'll just get it struck.
I'm telling you, if we talk over it,
It's
won't
fine.
get struck.
It will get struck because it's UMG.
And listen, that's what I used to.
Put it in. Put
That's
it in.
what
Let
I
them hear
usually
it.
do. I usually talk over stuff to keep it from getting struck.
Yeah. That run right there alone,
That's her.
this one, that's that.
Absolutely.
Has to be.
Those run, that's her, right? So now I want to read clearly what she said again because she said I had no knowledge of this beforehand. It would have been nice to know before the album came out. Who does his voice sound like to y'all? So people took that as he owes me money.
Right.
I'm gonna sue him. She did not say that.
No.
But as the internet does, all she said was, I did not know beforehand. It would have
Yeah.
been nice to know. People was like, she tried to sue Kanye, all this and that. So B Slade, the artist formerly known as Tone, chimed in late last night. He said, but you didn't call me to clear your version of the song that was sampled, though. You were discovered by doing a rendition of a song that I wrote 100%. So Kanye stole nothing because he came to me. I'm sorry, he came to the rightful owner of the song legally. Let's all be clear here.
Whoop.
It's the
So
way
she
folks
she cleared it.
No, she never cleared
He
it.
cleared it. 'Cause
Kanye
No.
cleared it from Tone.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what she signed off. She has to give the clearing.
Tone's a dude.
No,
That's
no,
where
no.
that's why he's saying she. Tone's a
Okay.
guy.
Oh,
Tone,
got
Tone.
it.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
realized.
Tone is, yeah, it's pronounced Tone. It's EX. Tone is a man.
Okay.
B Slade is his new moniker. Tone was his gospel moniker. He
Tone
left that.
signed off on it, is what I'm
Yes,
saying.
Tone
yes,
signed
yes.
off on it for Kanye. The part where I don't understand music is this, and Josh knows a little bit more about music than I do. Obviously, she is covering his song in this clip,
Yes.
right? But the part that I didn't understand is if you create new lyrics in a cover, do you have any rights to that?
No,
Because
no.
you don't.
No.
It's still this is based off of Josh still knows more than what I do. When I got my second master's, I had to take a class on retaining rights for music.
Okay.
And so there's two that you have to retain if it's for a movie or anything. There's one I'm gonna mess it up. There's one that's like
Mechanical?
it's like mechanical and master or something like that.
Yeah, I think mechanical, master, and sync licenses.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
So one has to do with the performance of it. So you
Right.
might not be using the original sound that was created by the piano that was recorded
Yeah,
by the
yeah.
instruments, but you might be having somebody else play it.
A
Yeah.
good example is when Get Out came out. Not Get Out.
The
Us.
Lynx?
When Us came out.
Yeah.
The rendition
Five on
of
It?
I Got Five on It is not the original rendition, but they still had to get a publish like a sync deal
Right.
Because they were flipping it.
because they were flipping it. They were still you could tell what song that is.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Got it.
It's not
But
the
they're not
exact
doing the
rendition.
exact version.
Correct.
Okay.
Exactly. So you have if you're gonna use the melody, that was the whole reason why hey 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 hey, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the Robin Thicke, Marvin Gaye thing.
Blurred Lines.
Yeah,
Even
Blurred
though
Lines.
those were actually two separate songs, they were
Yeah.
not the same songs, but because a lot of the chord progressions were the same, they were like, no, you all have basically sampled the original song and flipped it to your own profit.
You know what? You just reminded me of. That's a good point. That's a fantastic point. Bruno Mars had to pay Trinidad James because he
Yes.
said, "Don't believe me, just watch."
Yes.
In that
Trinidad 8 off
yeah,
of that record.
just for that line.
Yes.
Which he just said it like Trinidad did in his own original song.
Amen,
But because
amen.
Trinidad had that, he owned that. Don't believe me. I'll go
me,
to
just
everything.
watch.
Yeah. So let me ask you guys this: had she sang "I need you to wrap your arms around me," all that with no music under it, would she then be? Would Kanye have then had to clear that with her if you take the Tone record out of the equation?
If it was not to Tone's song,
Yeah.
If
She was just singing that?
if she was just singing that, that is now her creation.
Her original creation.
Right. But because she never legally got permission to basically license or use Tone's original song, she has no right to have commercially released it or claim any right to it. Now the fact of the matter is that him using her, I still don't completely buy into the repitching of her voice because he could still easily have somebody with a male voice sing those exact same riffs, sing those exact same,
Yeah.
great singers can easily sing like another great singer. That's
Right.
not anything that's impossible. But because she doesn't really have any right to it, I was telling Kev, I let them hear me. I used to do
Music Monday.
Music Mondays.
Black
Me
Rose.
and Brescia. Me and Brescia sang I Just Can't Give Up Now, which is I'm almost certain by this time, what's it called when it doesn't have any more
Public domain.
it is pretty much public domain. That song is old. You can get it in a hymnal. But we sang the rendition that Mary sang a cappella because Brescia was able to mimic the runs that Erica Campbell did in that song. We sang it a cappella. That song still got claimed on YouTube. First of all, I'm like, how the heck did you all, how were y'all able to scan and get this?
The feds.
Yeah.
We were snapping. There was nothing. Usually they can track because of the audio scanners.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
can
yeah.
track when you're playing a real track.
Drums, the
All that.
Little
There were
keys,
no
whatever.
drums. There was me, Kai as a baby, and Brescia in a laptop, and they were like, "Those are not your runs."
Kai was like, they're like, whose baby is that? Strike him.
Yeah. So is it still like, does it suck that he took her vocal arrangement? Because at the end of the day, she did come up with that vocal arrangement for what they use. Absolutely. He's still wrong for that. However, does
But
she have
is he wrong? Legally, not morally.
Creatively, no, right? Because sampling is something that he's been doing for a while. Him getting the clearance, he did the proper clearance with the original owner or
Yes.
whoever was doing the groundwork for getting things cleared, all the sample clearances, whether it's the A&Rs or whoever's behind that side, they did their job and they went straight to the original song.
Got it.
Right.
Because if they went to her, then they would have an issue with the original song.
Because it's still, so basically what you're saying is she couldn't clear it because
If
it's
she
not
was
her song,
if
even though
she-
she's doing
if she
ad
got
libs.
that cleared and put that out,
Yes.
then
Oh,
she'll be
if
a part.
she had gotten it
she's
cleared.
not- she's not legally a part of the chain right now. She's like an outlier.
Got it.
So
But
that
because
line
she
is
didn't
still
get it
direct.
cleared,
Right.
then he
She-
doesn't have to go to her.
Right.
through her.
She in
That's
the
where
wrong.
they got that finesse though, because they could have been like, "Hey, we know this is you. We could like." To be fair, they could have knocked on her door. Hey, you're technically on this, even though it's a
Got it.
rendition.
Right.
So legally, you're saying he's okay. Morally, you're like, that was kind of weak.
It's a fine line between
Right.
morally kind of puts it in more of a heavier jab on it because
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, Instagram is public domain or wherever they got the clip, wherever they got
She would
that.
need to record it and like put it out to be able to.
Well, she
need to get it
did.
cleared.
But
She didn't clear it.
got
She
got
she
it.
released
That
it
actually
commercially.
But she didn't clear it.
So there's nothing like what would have, while he owes her per se no money, the credit would have been nice, being that he did not veer from her vocal arrangement at all.
So he could have been like, girl, I owe Tone because he's the writer and creator of the song that she was covering that she
Yes.
didn't clear. Definitely got to clear that. But also because I sampled your voice, which was not a part of that song, I'm also going to put you on because that's
Yeah.
the basis of that song, it seems like.
Tone didn't need to come at her the way he did though.
Well, the thing that Tone is saying
I
is
appreciate
you're trying
it.
to erase me from the thing as if she's the original
Right.
of it. And it's like his point, which I agree with. How you mad about it not getting cleared when you sampled me and you didn't get it cleared for me?
At
when
all.
You were, not this Instagram. He's not talking about this. She also recorded a cover of this. And he's talking about her label because he actually mentioned that. Somebody's like, so you mad at this girl doing a viral video? He's like, no, I saw the original and I thought it was beautiful. No problem with that.
Nobody came knocking on his door though at the
When
time.
she recorded it and put it out, her label didn't come and get clearance from him. So he's saying, if you just made that Instagram video, no harm, no foul. I'm not
Right.
tripping.
That's an
but
interesting
recording my song and covering it and not getting clearance, it's interesting for you to then say you didn't get clearance from me when you did the same thing you're accusing him
That's
of,
a big
of doing.
recurring conversation in music though, is like
Yeah.
the go-abouts of using sample and sample clearance in general.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the thing about Kanye, the reason this is a little murkier, if you remember Life of Pablo or
Oh, that boy's
that,
prayer.
Yeah, that prayer from Father, I Stretch My Hands.
Mm-hmm.
He sampled that, and they were like, you didn't give us permission to do that. So that's why I was like, this dude, he done did it again.
Well, that's
Yeah.
probably why they did the extra homework this time and made sure that
Absolutely.
they
Yeah.
But that's the big thing about like social media and things become like in you putting things out on social media. There's only protection for a lot of the big ones. If your stuff isn't registered or whatever, people are taking. Just think about how people take sounds on TikTok.
Whoo!
They'll-
Whole nother conversation.
Well, I'm surprised that wasn't in the docket.
Oh my, we could have a whole dissertation on that.
But like people literally will take someone's sound, but then erase their name from the sound, and so
Yeah.
you now think it's this person's. Like it
they
takes
just
forever.
chop and screw the original song, and then like how did they track that?
Even that, like,
Yeah.
because there's no way to scan it. But like, even when I'm trying to find the creator of a viral sound, it is almost impossible a lot of times because people have stripped that person's name
Yep.
away, and they're currently using their own name. Or, for instance, we were looking online. Kev was Josh took a picture of the back of Kev's Kev on Stage Studio shirt, and it said, It's for black people anyway. Underneath the tweet, you see the white woman in the thing. If you want to find this shirt, go to my website.
This is where I got the shirt.
I totally
Yeah.
forgot
I was
about
like,
that.
no. That's the first time I clapped because I'm just like, no, I'm not doing this with you guys.
It's just like they over here trying to sell merchandise that has nothing to do with them just because they scan the internet. Kev been sending out this merchandise via ShipStation all this time.
All this
whole
time.
And they're going to sit there and be like, but it's ours. It's ours.
We have the ShipStation receipts to prove it.
To prove it, as we funnel all of the different areas and chains in which we fulfill our merchandise, ShipStation makes it easy for us to know where we're actually selling it. And we're not selling it from these fake websites. I can say that right now.
We packing by hand with ShipStation.
Come on. Okay, selling products people want. That's what we do. And orders be coming in fast, and now that's the hard part, shipping out all the products. Luckily, ShipStation makes it easy. With ShipStation, it's simple to import, manage, and ship out orders fast for far less money. It's no wonder ShipStation is the #1 shipping software for e-commerce sellers with more than 5-star ratings than anybody else. Import orders from any sales channel, especially the ones that are actually selling the merchandise that you let them legally sell. Ship with any carrier with our deep discounted rates. Automate just about any shipping task and spend less time on shipping and a lot more time growing your business. I'm gonna tell you, when you are folk like us, busy, out on the road, and you want to make it easy for people to be able to buy wherever they're at. Some people, it's easy to buy from the Kev on Stage Studios app. When you are Joshy, it might be easier for you to sell stuff on Etsy because things have a little more of a
Craftsmanship,
Crafted.
handcrafted fake deep mug. Here, this isn't your run-of-the-mill fake deep mug. This is handcrafted.
Yes, when I'm selling stuff from Mama Likes, it's sometimes easy for people to come directly to Shop Mama Likes or to go to thatchickangel.com. But what's always going to be simple is for me to be able to put all those orders and have them channeled over to ShipStation so everything gets shipped out on time. You'll get access to amazing discounts with major carriers, including UPS, FedEx, and USPS. Easily compare carriers and choose the best solution every time. With ShipStation, small businesses can now access the same rates usually reserved for Fortune 500 companies without the contracts or commitments. Ship more in less time. Just use our offer code CREW to get a 60-day free trial.
With a K.
That's CREW with a K. That's 2 months free of no hassle, stress-free shipping. Just go to ShipStation.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and then type in CREW with a K. That's ShipStation.com. Enter offer code CREW with a K. Make ship happen. And then when you're waiting for the merchandise that you've ordered from us to get to you, you should relax and look at a good book. Maybe listen to a great podcast. You know what I'm saying? Audio book or magazine is what I should say. And you can do all of this on Scribd. Scribd is like the largest online library where you can have access to so many books, so many ebooks. Even, this is the part that I love the most, you can get sheet music.
Sheet music?
Yes,
That's
sheet
that
music.
I do like.
Wow.
Do you can
I can't
you
read
can read
music.
music.
I'm a good old church boy, learn to play by ear.
You can too. The viola you play by ear.
You don't know no treble
I
clef?
forgot how to do that.
No, you can easily read it. You can read treble clef. Stop
Kev's
playing.
playing
treble clef.
treble.
You can read that treble. Ew.
Choir.
I'm all about that bass.
It's great. Like, cause we think about how streaming has revolutionized our lives, how we can get access to what we want to watch at any time. Well, think of Scribd that way, but for millions of ebooks, audiobooks, magazines, and more. You can just jump right to the bookshelf on Scribd and find the book that you've been wanting to read. So let me see here. You can get instant access to millions of ebooks, audiobooks, magazines, and more, all with one low monthly subscription. I personally love it because I can't carry anything else on with me to these goddamn tour places. So being able to have Scribd on my phone, especially on the plane, I didn't watch everything they got on the plane. And sometimes we be on these old rickety planes that ain't got no TVs.
Old rickety.
Push the start.
United Airlines.
Push the start.
So I want to be able to read instead. And Scrib gives me all the options that I would ever want, whether it be something comedic. I love reading comedy fiction, whether it be just some sort of lovely black romance. I can get all of that on Scrib. And with Scrib, you can access the largest digital library in the world right in front of your favorite device, automated suggestions, and hand-curated picks, make choosing your next book easier than ever. That's the part I really love, because sometimes it's hard for me to find what is the type of stuff I like, but Scrib is able to help me figure that out with their automated suggestions. Easily switch between titles, genres, and formats right from the app, and discover must-read new work from celebrated authors like Roxane Gay, Charles Yu, and more, premiering exclusively on Scrib. So this is what we want you to do. Right now, Scrib is offering our listeners a free 60-day trial. So go to scrib.com/Thang. Thang.
Thing?
Yeah, Thang. THING. Here's the thing.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it. I'm sorry.
Just
thing.
follow me. I'm going to do it again because y'all didn't have my bag.
I got a list.
Go to try.scrib.com/thing
Thing.
for your free trial. That's try.scribd.com/THING.
ING,
Oh,
Kevin.
thing.
Thing. Why'd
That's
you
what I
say
said.
thing like that? Thing.
Okay, I didn't. That was that
I said,
Kentucky.
here's the
Not
thing.
here's the thing. How do we spell this?
She was saying.
She said, "Here's the thing."
But I said, here's the thing.
Don't make fun of her accent in front of all these people, Kevin.
I see how we doing today.
Unreal.
Let's see.
That's not. We don't act like that.
Again, go to tryscrib.com. Try.scrib.com/thing to get your 60-day
Thing.
trial
Thing.
for Scrib for free.
Okay, before we finish this topic, personally, me, Kevin,
You, Kevin.
I would love to see her included. I love this video. I didn't
agree.
realize. I remember when this was going viral 4 years ago. I didn't know she'd become a legit artist. You know these things when people just rip it and don't post who it is?
Yeah.
She's become a legit artist since then. Brie Babineau, check out her music. She's on Terrell Grice's Blue Wall.
She was on the Juneteenth Mav City project as well.
Yeah, so I don't want to make it seem like this is anti-Brie. I just think it's an interesting thing how the music industry works. And I would like for her to have a little because that part was original. That part was original. I get it, and I felt it. She was running around me. And I said, "Oh, girl, sang."
Come on, that was a crisp run. I think it's just a lesson to make sure you, what you call it, dot all your I's, cross all your T's,
Yep.
as a creator and an entrepreneur, to make sure, because people will take your money, they'll take your shine.
They will.
So protect yourself.
And also, when you're on the internet, read what somebody said. Again, she didn't ask for money or credit, nothing.
She
just
did not.
said she didn't know.
She
But
didn't
people
know.
infer what they think that means.
Pay her.
And
Check,
she did not
Kanye.
say pay me.
No, she didn't.
She actually saw a video. She was like, all I said is I didn't know.
Also,
I
one
didn't say
more-
it was my song. I never claimed it was
She
my
didn't.
song. All I said was I didn't know. The thing that makes this interesting is Tone has his own point of view. He has his own issues with the gospel industry and the music industry as a whole.
Right.
So the reason he spoke out is because he's erased out of the conversation when he's a part of it too.
Right.
And Kanye came to him. He might not even be defending him. He's just saying he actually did the legal thing. So I saw this meme and then we're going to move on. It was like, if you're looking at a 6 and I'm looking at a 6,
I'm looking at a 9.
you're looking at a 9. Yes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the point was, from your point of view, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think from her point of view, she's right. From Kanye's point of view, he's right. And from B. Slade's point of view, he's right. Kanye feels like I did the legal thing, I'm cleared. Tone feels like Kanye did B. Slade feels like Kanye did the legal thing, I'm cleared, and I got to beef with you because you're label. And she feels like all I said was I didn't know.
Yeah,
and that's my voice.
Yes.
Which both of those can be true. That is
Amen.
my voice, and I didn't know.
Yeah.
That's all she said. Moving on.
Moving on.
This story I just saw last night before I went to the bed. Super weird. And we rarely talk sports on here, but this is a sports story, but not a sports story.
Right.
So this weekend, this high school called Bishop Sycamore played a game on ESPN. Their second game in I think as many weeks. Okay. After the game, it turns out Bishop Sycamore is not a high school.
At all.
There is no campus.
None.
There are no teachers.
The players are not high schoolers.
The players are Junior college, mostly comprised of junior college dropouts. Okay. 19, 20,
Bless
21.
their hearts.
Whole coaching staff. Okay.
Just beating the
Playing
brakes off the
high
children.
school football.
Oh no.
Turns out the whole thing is a scam. The funniest thing about it, they got blown out by IMG Academy. I think it was 58 to 0. The actual high school children blew the adult fake high school team out of the water.
No.
Let me tell you why this happened. You gotta let it go, baby. When you don't make it out to high school, the problem is them kids is younger, faster, stronger, okay? The only thing that's worse than being on a fake high school team as a college dropout is getting ran off the field to where the announcers were saying, this team really shouldn't be on the field. Someone's going to get hurt. There is such an obvious disadvantage with IMG Academy. These people, the team was based in Ohio.
Fight.
Based in Ohio, they had players from New York, Ohio, all over the place. They comprised kids from all over just to get blown out from kids from one school.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we all don't make it. We've all wanted to go back and be like, ooh, if I was as good now as I was in high school. How do you sleep at night, Angel, knowing that the actual high school children, like, you can't even say, man, they had some grown men over there. We are the grown men.
We are.
We are
the ones.
literally can buy alcohol after the high school class. They never went to school, Angel. No classes. They just came and played football. Apparently, they went 0-6 last year. And this year, they were 0-2.
So they have been able to do multiple years of this? Multiple
years.
Well, it's okay. First of all, the coach has an active warrant.
And
He has an
That's
active
the
arrest
kicker.
warrant. The
No
coach has an.
I didn't mean that one.
That
I
was
really
great.
didn't mean that one.
I feel bad for them. It's sometimes hard to let go of your glory days of high school, especially if you ain't got nothing else to do.
I feel like it'll be easier when high school kids blow you out. Now, in fairness, IMG Academy is not just like Chatsworth High.
Right.
This is like how Carmelo Anthony and them go to the high school to ball, right?
Yeah.
But the point remains, they are still 16 and 17 years old.
And 18.
And 18. But they are not 19, 20, and 21. So is this a regular high school? Is this run-of-the-mill prep? No. And that's the reason that they're on ESPN, because they're one of the best high schools in the nation. But how do you sleep at night as a player, but more as a coach? What are you doing? Because the coaches recruited some of these kids and told them we're going to be on Netflix. Yes, as a documentary now, not as the documentary about one of the wildest scandals ever. Oh, y'all going to be on Netflix for sure. 'Cause you don't have to get no clearance.
This is your last chance, you.
To do a documentary, speaking about clearances, you don't have to get clearance to do a documentary. Did you know that?
Really?
You don't have to get the person's approval. If you're doing a documentary about somebody, they don't have to sign nothing.
I can
clear
believe
nothing.
that because people don't have to clear to do the news.
Yeah, it's all considered fair use.
It's like journalism.
That makes sense because sometimes you'd be like, "How did they approve to do this interview?"
They did it,
and they just finesse it.
Yes.
I really want to know more about Bishop Sycamore High School, being that it's not a like real high school. What is it considered? Because they have been playing season after season. So it has to be something like, and this can't be the first time they've realized like this nigga got a whole goatee and like, he got a whole child support that he's playing.
Somebody in Patreon said Bishop Sycamore finna sign Tebow.
They might as well pick up Cam Newton.
Might as well pick up Cam.
I mean,
They need a difference maker at the quarterback position, man. What if they get a former NFL player? Earl Thomas? Let's get Edgerrin James back in here.
Shut up.
Emmitt Smith?
I do feel kind of bad for
That's
them.
his son.
I feel really bad for them.
The coaches are wild, but ESPN is even more wild. Nobody was
my.
like, Bishop,
Well,
because
wait a
usually the
minute.
teams that play are like it's always the same teams that are good. Like
But sometimes and this is a case in point. There are teams on there like, oh, this is the ESPN high school game of the week, where you have no idea what the schools are.
that's true.
Yeah.
You
That's
usually
how
like
it-
Long Beach Poly is always good,
But people know Poly,
right? But who Poly's playing?
Bosco.
No,
people-
yeah.
Bosco, you
Sierra
know.
Canyon.
If
Come on,
you're
like
not-
you know these schools, not John Schmo, Bishop of Sycamore
Nobody
Canyon.
said let's go to Ohio and just let's Google Maps street. There was no campus.
I am trying to find. I'm like, what is this thing?
It is a
of course,
lie.
it's Columbus, Ohio. I do not. I'm
This is
sorry.
our
I
home
just
field. This is a
don't like
public
Columbus, Ohio.
Why you don't like Columbus?
It's just I've been there a couple times. I've been like, ugh.
We love
I
it and
had a
hope it
good
sells
time in
tickets, though.
Columbus.
We love
Listen.
selling tickets in Columbus. Though.
Ohio State is
I
in
mean-
Columbus. We had one of our worst shows ever at a Columbus thing. That
At Ohio
microphone
State.
was like this.
My goddaughters are there, so I'm excited to go there to see them. Is that what-
Welcome to Columbus.
Angel,
This is
we-
our second show, not Ohio State. The next year,
I was gonna say,
we're in that little
okay.
raggedy college. We couldn't get Ohio State the next time. We was like,
Hey guys, the thing about the Lord is, do y'all
Is
hear
that the
me?
one with the little build your own stage thing?
Yes.
And the oh my god.
Oh, okay. Here it is. I was looking for their like official website. It's hard to find. Oh, they took it down.
yeah, they took it down. They
course
said
they did. They
they
basically-
said the website was made on MySpace.
They just caught a case.
Shut up.
The initials are BS High.
Yeah.
ESPN.
That's fine.
Yes.
ESPN. Y'all did not.
Somebody got fired.
Yes.
Oh.
Somebody is out.
ESPN just wants the money. They want to broadcast
Of
IMG Academy. Nobody wanted to play them. So Bishop Sycamore was like, we'll play them.
So apparently, how do you get on the roster? I can't just put together a team and be like, so we gonna play this high school. Y'all put us on your schedule. We gonna be there. We gonna do the concession. How did they even
I'm going to
pull
tell you
that
how.
off?
The coach of BS High, he emailed ESPN football games at gmail.com and said, hey, we got football team. We want to play the big guys. What school you are? Bishop Sycamore.
Listen. It sounds like the
Ohio,
pastor's
Texas
name.
University.
He was looking at Bishop Sycamore. That's our name. Let me tell you, I do honestly feel bad for them. Now, not the
kids?
coach, the people on the team, right? Because for you to be able to go through all this, things must be going bad in your life.
Listen.
And it must be like an outlet for you of like, we get to play, guys. Like, we're going to go back to White Castle to work afterwards, but we get to play and leave it all out on the field.
But how do you put this team together?
They recruited them. They said, y'all, we gonna get y'all on Netflix. That was the big thing. We're going to get you on Netflix. We're going to get you back right. We're going to get you into college.
Did
Although-
he say that? Are you serious?
I read an article about this.
He did not say that to the players. I'm not gonna believe you.
You think I'm joking?
I don't believe that. If you're
Let
dodging
me-
a case,
there's an article,
Kevin,
one
if
of
you
the-
were dodging a case, the last thing you want to do is try and get on Netflix.
I don't
You
believe.
guys don't believe me? Let me pull up this
I
article.
pull it up.
Please
I
pull it
don't
up,
believe
'cause
you.
There's no way.
Okay.
I think it was. Are you ineligible?
Zion Olajide wrote this article. I talked to Aaron Boyd, a former Bishop Sycamore, and he exposed all their dark secrets.
Former. That lets you know if you got enough time to have former, y'all got some years.
These are listen to this quote. The question is, but why did you go there? What appealed to you about that school? Direct quote. At first they had like brochures and a plan. Nigga, they sent me books with like S on how the school is supposed to look, blueprints and everything. They told us we was gonna be on Netflix. They recruited us, telling us we were gonna be on a show. They told us we were gonna be the IMG of the Midwest. They lied to me and my mama.
Okay, so they had planned on starting a school.
No, Angel. They said they had a school. Here's another question. But
Like,
what
I mean,
did-
a physical school. They had plans.
yeah. He said,
Well, at least it was in the plan, like
It was
the
in the
5-year
plan.
plan.
but what did y'all do for education? His answer: we didn't go to school. We never went to school. I can't lie. They tried once. They took us to a community library one day. It was already October.
They tried once.
The season was about to be over. It was like at this point, well, shoot, I'm not gonna go to school. You ain't put me through school this whole time.
Well, the school year's over, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, once the football season is over, my reasons for being here are also over.
I'm gonna try to like make the best out of this and not just think, because this is the thing. This is the only reason why I want to believe that there is some good out of this, is that there's really no major money in this for the coaches. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Not playing high schoolers. That's not so. It's not as if they're embezzling
maybe get your
thousands
records
upon thousands of dollars from these parents.
Right.
So I'm going to try and believe that they had the hope that they were going to be able to start a school, all black boys school, where they could play football and be celebrated, given good meals, you know, take vitamins from Ritual.
Nutrition's healthy.
Because listen,
Oh,
but
God.
which one would the boys be taking on this football team? Would they be taking the teens or the men's? Depending on the age of Ritual, you never know.
Might
They
need-
they gonna be taking the
But good
men's.
thing there's options.
There's
Thank
options.
God.
Good thing there's options.
Right.
They're like, are you 18 or are you 25? You decide which one you want to take. Well, let me tell you, Ritual, unlike BS high school, lets you know what's actually happening in what you're taking. There's no sugars, GMOs, major allergens, synthetic fillers, or artificial colorants. It is a clean, vegan-friendly multivitamin and is formulated with high-quality ingredients and bioavailable forms that your body can actually use, unlike the degree that you would get from BS high school. Let me tell you about Ritual. Because of their delayed release, you're able to get all the nutrients you really need because they're able to be absorbed in your intestines, where you actually absorb nutrients instead of just falling apart in your stomach acids. People don't be knowing that, but Ritual does. Come on, somebody. Now available for women, men, and teens, Ritual multivitamins are scientifically developed to help support different stages of life. Ritual makes healthy habits easy. Your multivitamins are delivered to your door every month with free shipping always. You can start, snooze, or cancel your subscription at any time. And if you don't love Ritual within your first month, they will refund your money from your first order. Okay? So this is what we want you to do. Get key nutrients without the BS.
Ayo! Without the Bishop
Without the
Sycamore.
Bishop
Talking, Angel.
Sycamore.
You're full of Bishop Sycamore, man.
There you go.
That's right.
Ritual is offering our listeners 10% off during their first 3 months. Visit ritual.com/crew to start your ritual today. Again, get your key nutrients without the BS. Ritual is offering our listeners 10% off during their first 3 months. Visit ritual.com/crew with a K to start your ritual today.
Okay, so this part's not funny, but it is, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This answer is funny. I'm sorry for what you will think of me because I laughed. It was a sad laugh, but it was a laugh. The author asked, "What's the craziest thing that happened while you were there?" He said, "Man, there's stuff I could say, but I don't really want to." Nigga, for the last month and a half, we had about 35 players. We moved into these new houses for that month and a half. We was all sleeping on the floor. We had to go rob Myers, Kroger's, Walmart because that's the only way we can eat.
Oh, I heard something else.
They had, what'd you hear?
Nothing. I
He was
didn't
like,
hear Rob.
yeah, he heard a different word.
was
I know
like,
what word he thought he
Yes.
heard.
It's like, what? But go ahead.
The fact that they had these adult males committing crime to get blown out in high school games.
Yeah, well, he's like, I mean, I feel like
Oh,
I feel like the vision behind Bishop Sycamore was one that just was not able to be fulfilled. The fact that they put them in housing.
the pinnacle of the scam
Oh, okay.
is the TV
I was
money.
like, come on, Kev. I think I can. I think so.
What ESPN paid these coaches to get that? Like those schools get paid for those games.
For the games?
Yes, to be on ESPN.
I didn't know that.
Yes, the advertising money on the commercials. The ESPN has to split that with them.
Not the coaches with the school, but
But
being
if
that
they
the
ain't no
coaches
school,
are
then it's
the
just the
school.
The
coaches.
school is the superintendent.
Yeah, so the coach is the principal, the administration, the athletic director.
Oh no!
He's taking that ESPN money and is like, yeah, I'm gonna pay you guys.
Well, he's probably putting it back in the program for
I
the other
just-
sports as well.
I feel so bad because it tells you a lot about the people who are on the team. Like if they were like, oh, this is my chance to be able to play and nobody else is giving me a chance. I feel bad for them because they did it because I'm assuming they ain't got nothing else going.
Hold on, who snitched?
I think what happened, Complex did a
He's
story,
got a good thing going.
and I think Complex found out and was
How?
like,
Somebody
because they
tipped
had
him.
got blown out, Complex was like, let me just, who is this Bishop Sycamore? Google View. It's a warehouse? No, this isn't right.
This is the thing that hurts my heart even more. So I know sports schools, right? When we were looking at
You went
private
to
schools.
UK.
Yeah, but I don't mean like that's like a
Just
for
a
real
Wildcat.
sports school. I'm talking about high schools that are. Wow.
I was hoping
Wildcat.
Angel would do her Wildcat
was-
sound. Y'all haven't seen it yet on the food show, but Angel's Wildcat sound
Is perfection.
Please give it to her one more time, Angel.
This is what a wildcat sounds like. It's early in the morning, guys, so I'm not fully
The
warmed
Wildcat's
up.
waking up.
That is a wildcat.
Why do you think that? Did y'all have one at UK?
Yeah, that's the sound that they
That's
play.
everybody. You would just hear it in the distance. You're like, I know what that is.
No, at the games they would play the wildcat sound.
What was?
And-
They made that sound at the game on the.
That's the sound. The sound
Somebody
effects.
would do that on a
No,
microphone.
the sound effect they would play.
They play through the overhead.
Yeah, it was like a sound effect, and that's what
I'll
it
be
sounds like.
pushing that button.
It's just I'm one of the few people that can do it.
Angel did that about 38 times when we were in Lexington, Kentucky.
Tutati. But no, I was saying I know sports schools, and when I was looking at schools for little Marcus, and so there are a lot of sports programs
Yeah.
that look this shady if it wasn't for the fact that they had to buy into a private school.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
So like if it wasn't for the fact that there was a private school that was like, okay, black
They'll be
men.
they'll be your like over like covering.
Yes, so they do most of their curriculum with the private school, but they do all the training and stuff
Yeah.
with these black men, because most of them are black men, black
Yeah.
coaches. And it's like if they had to do the whole thing, it would be the same thing of, so we went to the library in October. we
That
got
part
these
is
boys.
not surprising.
No.
Like these kids who are going to them schools that are going to the league, let's not stand on ceremony.
Yeah.
When you create some school to just be playing sports,
Yeah.
we know what we're going to college.
Yeah.
We're going to the league. So
Yeah.
that part is not unusual, but
Right.
it's not having a campus at all. They usually be, okay, here's a little school, we're going to make it a little charter. You know what I'm saying? Get
Yeah.
some money. And like Rashard Lewis used to play for the Sonics. He created his own Rashard Lewis Academy that's basically a basketball pipeline school.
Uh-huh.
Completely normal,
Uh-huh.
right? But they have the school, they have classrooms, they have bathrooms.
Yeah.
Bishop Sycamore was like, do we even have to do all that? What if we just played the football? My thing is, when I was reading the story, I thought they were going to be the ones that were good. The
Oh, no.
funniest thing is they was getting blown out.
Yeah, that'd be the case a lot
Because the
of
thing
times.
is, man, when you get older, man, I used to go back to my high school. Like, let me see what these kids do. Oh, y'all dunking at 11. Oh, y'all dunking. Like, can you see these kids now?
Yeah, it's a different beast.
When I was in high school, LeBron James was younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to college and I saw LeBron James play, I said,
You said,
what
"Man,
y'all
hold
eating
on.
in Ohio?
Wait a minute, hold on.
This man
still
is
younger than
6'8", 2. No. Well, obviously. He's 6'8", 240. When he played his first NBA game, I was like,
Ballin'.
maybe I wasn't going to be good.
Maybe I've
Maybe
never
these
had a
high school
chance.
players know a thing or two about athletics and genetics.
Yeah.
I'm going to just go ahead and fulfill my other dreams. That's what Bishop Sycamore, that thing is, sometimes you got to accept that maybe what you wanted in life is not
It's
working out.
But they're young though. They still haven't accepted that. They think that they still have a chance, and that Bishop Sycamore is their second chance.
It's your last chance, you.
That's the reason why I feel for them. and
Last
not
chance
just
high, Josh.
Why you
The
say
U
high?
in last chance U is for university.
And
This
so
is last chance high.
high.
Last
I thought
chance
you
high.
said
You-
I.
I
No,
heard high, too.
high. This is last chance high. What they got to do, what Bishop Sycamore got to do is middle school. Y'all see, the high
right.
school is too much. Go back and play some middle school, and now y'all gonna be.
You don't know if the potential yet though. You gotta
Nah,
get
go
these.
beat them. 11 and 12-year-olds is where you're at.
I-
Now,
I know
Right,
plenty
but
of
they
people that
can
got held
stay
back.
in regular school. These are people who you got to get people who don't have a chance anywhere else. If you're good in middle school, you're gonna go to a good place. You're not gonna be like Bishop Sycamore. You got to get those people that are just like, it's either this or you back at Staples in
They
the
should-
back room.
they should get y'all soccer team. I'm gonna get JoJo's soccer team together. I want to play Bishop Sycamore's soccer team, see how JoJo them stack up. Okay, because Joe looking all right. But he's only 11. Are you trying to find that Kentucky
Oh,
sound?
I'm trying to find the sound.
Charles
because
Moore
y'all-
is in here. He's from Lexington, Kentucky.
Lexington,
and he
Kentucky.
said they play that sound on the radio.
Let me see. Wildcat sound. Let me just do it.
How many times did you hear that in your 4-year time at UK? Actually, you probably heard it more because you was living there.
Yeah. Hold on. I think I found.
Oh,
Thank you.
Play it again.
Thank you. Y'all think I sound crazy? I'm amazing.
You still sound crazy though.
No, hold on.
As a human doing that.
we
oh
go.
my! Angel sounds so much like it.
Mine is just a little crazy. It's been out
You know
drinking.
what? Let me find this. Hold on. There was a Wildcat man. There was a Wildcat man on Last Chance U, and he was doing that sound. The Lion Man. Lion Man. Let me play this. This is what you sound like. You just
He better be amazing, Kevin.
Hold on, let me make sure. Let me make sure that the sound is not messed up. Okay, here we go. Lion Man. This is what you remind me of, Adrian. Listen to him.
Yeah, he sounds more like a demon.
He's got a little bit deeper of a decibel on that one.
He sound like a dog, actually.
Right.
Hold on, let me see this
Mine.
one.
Referee, I don't think they're paying too much attention right now.
Christ, you're amazing.
They feel sorry for him, but they're going to feel sorry for him.
Give me one more line, man.
Like it is.
Oh no, he halfway yells. Rawr.
Oh my God! Why that is very funny.
Somebody said my Wildcat is on spring break. Woo! Yeah.
Whew. All right, I guess we'll save the rest for the bonus episode.
Yeah, LM's
we
got
got
to
a
go to
lot.
school.
LM got to. Oh, LM got to go to school.
I gotta take my baby to school.
All right, we love y'all. Patreon. We'll see y'all. What we say on Thursday?
I don't
Are
know.
we?
Kevin.
We didn't decide.
Did we say? Okay, we'll see y'all sometime this week.
It'll
We gotta
probably
figure-
be Thursday because
Thursday makes the most sense.
Yeah, because he don't have to take all
You
the
don't have to take that
equipment.
lo- you
He
gotta
be
take
so-
that
Kev got a
podcast.
glimpse of what the luggage felt like because he had to bring it from the house today.
Listen, we had a time.
We had a
All right,
time.
we'll see y'all
Thursday.
More than likely Thursday. I'm gonna text the chat. And the rest of y'all will see you next week. God bless you. God keep you. We'll see you at the conference.
Bye.
Bye.